Baseball. Thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe. Subscribing is everything on YouTube. Really would appreciate it. Bronx Knights Baseball is a created franchise on MLB The Show 20, a video game on the PS4. As you can see from the league standings, the Bronx Knights are in first place by a half a game. Their record's 27-16, and they've won 7 out of the last 10 games. Let's get the show on the road. Let's not waste any time. It is the first of a 4-game set, a crosstown rivalry between the Bronx Knights and the New York Yankees. 4 games starting on May 16th. So let's jump in. Organization, play game, okay. Full game mode. We are the home team playing at Classic Yankee Stadium. Broadcast, partly cloudy, looks good. Looks good. They look like the only one I'm going to take out is Max Lukalich as far as energy is concerned, and put Margot in there. What kind of speed does Margot have? He has good speed, so he'll bat lead off. And let's do this. Okay. The Bronx Knights are not in the American League East. They're in the American League West. I removed a team in the American League West. I won't talk about which team that was, but might have something to do with cheating. Who knows? But anyway, the Yankees are 23-21, as you can see on the screen. Here we go. Here we go. We play Dungeons and Dragons every Monday night at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But when we're not playing D&D, I like to play other video games like baseball, for instance. So here we go. The Bronx Knights are play hosts to the New York Yankees here at Classic Yankee Stadium. Heading to the mound for the Knights is Brendan Pizarski, making his 9th start of the season. His record is 4-0 with a 4.05 earned run average. He has 54 hits in 53 1/3 innings pitched. And leading off for the New York Yankees is Tony Gwynn, hitting .287 with 8 homers, 31 runs batted in.
The right fielder.
Let's play some baseball. Before we go any further, options, gameplay. Hitting difficulty is on All-Star. Pitching difficulty also on All-Star. That's where I'm going to keep the difficulty level for the time being. If I start winning every single game, then I'll kick it up a notch. In fact, I've actually lost my last 2 games, 2-game losing streak. So let's see if we can get on the winning track. Grounds it hard to the first baseman, Don Mattingly, who fields it himself for the first time. Starting lineup for the New York Yankees, Tony Gwynn leads off. Ozzie Smith is the shortstop. Edgar Martinez is playing at first. Eric Davis is the center fielder. Wade Boggs is at third. Josh Kingman is the designated hitter. Yadier Molina is the catcher. Nicholas Castellanos is the left fielder. And Travis, I don't know what his last name is because they took away the graphic. So here we have Ozzie Smith batting .313 with a homer and 14 runs batted in the middle of May. And he grounds it to the second baseman, Ramos, who fields, fires, got him. 2 down.
That's Ramos. The first baseman,
Edgar Martinez is batting .305 with 15 homers to lead the team, and 37 runs batted in. 2 outs here in the top of the first at Old Yankee Stadium. And he hits it high and deep the other way, but foul to the seats for strike 1. And the slider is inside. Count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. It's an impressive beard by Pizarski. Matt Termini at third base. Manuel Margot in center. No, I'm sorry, check that, left. Playing in place of the everyday left fielder, Matt. Oh, hard ground ball to Termini at third. Fields, long throw, got it. And the side is retired. So, after half inning of play, the New York Yankees nothing. Bronx Knights coming back. So as I was, before we get to the leadoff batter, Pablo Lopez is on the mound for the Yankees, making his 9th start of the season. His record is 4-3 with a 2.54 earned run average. And leading off today's game is Manuel Margot, who's a part-time player hitting .255 in place of
no left fielder.
Max Lukulich, who was just taking the day off.
No.
And fouls off the first pitch for strike. And he lines it the other way for a base hit. Tony Gwynn fields it, gets it back in the infield. Margot is at first, and they have the leadoff man on.
Batting second. The first baseman.
Here's the replay.
Don Mattingly.
Don Mattingly, 1985 American League Most Valuable Player, steps up to the plate. And he takes ball one, hitting .315 with 8 homers and 40 runs batted in. And he is sporting an 11-game hitting streak. Count is 1-0.
Nope.
Curveball low, 2-0. Margot is at first. Nobody out here in the top of the first, checking bottom of the first. And he skies it high and deep, but playable for the left fielder, Castellanos, who makes the catch for the first out. Starting lineup for the Bronx Knights, Manuel Margot is in left, Don Mattingly at first, Chris Ramos in second, Michael O'Rourke patrolling center, Jacob Salazar at short, Benny LoCicero in right, Matt Termini in third, Matthew Saps is designated hitter, and Anthony Mello is behind the plate in batting ninth. Hitting .364, Chris Ramos, the second baseman, steps up, batting third for the Bronx Knights. And he swings and misses.
0-1.
It's in the dirt, no advance by Margot. Count is no balls and 1 strike. He has 16 homers and 40 runs batted in. In case you're wondering, have I simulated any of these games? I have played every inning of every game so far, and that is my intention, is to play every inning of every game to see what kind of stats I'll get, how many wins I'll get, if I'll make the playoffs, blah, blah, blah. And he pulls the changeup foul. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. And he grounds it weakly to the second baseman, who shovels to second for 1, back to first, double play. And the side is retired. Ramos does not agree, thinks he beat the throw, but it doesn't matter. So at the end of 1 inning of play, there's no score. So, top of the second, Eric Davis leads off for the Yankees, hitting .246 with 14 runs. He played for the Cincinnati Reds during the 1990s. And he hits a hard line drive towards the gap, and it will go, oh, no, I'm sorry. Diving stop by Margot, the left fielder, and he's going to go all the way to third base regardless. So Eric Davis leads off the top of the second inning with a triple, his third of the season.
The third base.
And they've got a runner 90 feet from home. Margot does his best. He kind of loses his balance, as you can see. Next up, Wade Boggs in .342 with 2 homers and 25 runs that day. There is no score in the top of the second inning, and he takes ball 1 low. Thank you for joining me. This is Bronx Knights Baseball. I'm RC Robbin. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for poking your head in. You are welcome here. And he grounds it weakly to Mattingly at first, who takes it himself, but it's enough for an RBI ground out, and the New York Yankees take it early 1-0. This is the first of a 4-game set in New York between New York and the Bronx. Josh Kingman, .303, 15 homers, 41 RBIs, steps up to the plate against Brendan Pizarski. And the changeup floats in there for strike 1. And Margot races in and left and makes the catch for the second out.
Batting seven.
Yadier Molina, the catcher, hitting .279 with 6 homers and 23 RBIs in the middle of May. And a hard ground ball through the left side. It's a base hit for Molina, and with 2 outs, the Yankees have a base run.
Here's the rally.
the left fielder, number 29. Nick
Laced it between
Castellanos.
short and third. Nicholas Castellanos steps up to the plate. He's hitting .250 with 4 homers and 16 runs batted in. Molina leads off first. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 94 miles an hour on the radar gun. Two-seamer just outside. Count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. And he fouls it off. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. You're probably wondering, why didn't you just use the New York Yankees? Why did you make the Bronx Knights? Oh, Pizarski wanted that pitch, but instead it's 2-2. The count evens. Pitch is inside, count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The runner will be in motion here in the top of the second. And he fouls it off. I'll answer that question next inning. Let's get to this one first. Oh, and he walks him. He walks him. So there are runners at first and second with 2 outs here.
The second baseman,
Travis Blankenhorn, who's obviously a backup player taking over a starter, is hitting .500. Blankenhorn bloops it into left field for a base hit. 1 run will score, and an RBI single by Blankenhorn, and the Yankees lead 2-0. Don't make fun of anybody's name. They'll just drop a base hit in there for an RBI. So they bat around. Tony Gwynn is up. He grounded out in the first. He's 0 for 1. He steps up to the plate. And he takes strike 1. Classic Yankee Stadium. Bulldozed in 2008 to make way for the new stadium. Sliders in there for a strike. Count is quickly no balls, 2 strikes. Tony Gwynn played for the San Diego Padres, and he's in the 3008 club. And he fouls it off. Count remains 0-2. Tony Gwynn was a lot heavier than that. I think maybe when he was a rookie, he might have been that thin, and the rest of his career he carried it around. Swing and a miss, and the side is retired, but not before the Yankees score 2. And here we are, inning and a half complete. It's New York 2, Bronx nothing. So, let's see. Leading off for the Knights is Michael O'Rourke, hitting .348, 11 homers, 33 runs batted in. So why did they make the Bronx Knights? Why didn't they just play with the Yankees? That's a good question. He checks the swing, which is high. Number 1, I wanted to create a franchise just to see what it would be like. I thought it would be fun. 2, since I like the New York Yankees ever since I was a kid, I wasn't going to erase the New York Yankees in favor of the Bronx Knights. That would be sacrilegious. Down and in, the count is 2 balls, 1 strike. So I decided, well, let me take out the Houston Astros. Outside corner, strike 2. The count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Take out the Houston Astros for their cheating scandal and insert the Bronx Knights. And the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Jacob Salazar is on deck, switch hitter, who plays shortstop. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he hits a hard ground ball back up the middle, base hit for O'Rourke. And he has the leadoff man for the Knights is on here in the bottom of the second.
Batting 6. Not shortstop.
Ground ball to that. So Jacob Salazar, the shortstop, he's 8 for his last 21. Overall, he's hitting .337 with 4 homers and 25 runs batted in. He's batting from the left side as he's a switch hitter against Lopez, who pitches from the right side. And he pulls it hard but foul for strike 1. Quick pitch over the first. O'Rourke is back. Again over the first. back in there.
Nope,
He checks the
that's a
swing.
ball.
The fastball is low. Count. It's
One ball, one strike. Oh, that's low.
And the curveball is low. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. In case you're wondering who Jacob Salazar is, he's someone I play Dungeons and Dragons with. And he pulls the changeup foul out in front. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. O'Rourke leads off first. Salazar steps in. He checks the swing. The count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Benny LoCicero, the team leader in runs batted in, is on deck. Oh, he thought it was ball 4, and instead it's strike 3. He called out looking. I'm not sure if I agree with that call, but anyway, Benny LoCicero hitting .299 with 9 homers and 47 runs batted in, a team high 47 runs batted in, steps up to the plate. And O'Rourke takes off and steals second. So he has a single and a stolen base. He steals it on the pitcher. So we have a runner in scoring position for LoCicero. 1 out here in the second. Inside corner, strike 1. Count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's outside.
Outside, 21. And it is a line drive base hit into center. It's an RBI single. No, wait, he's going for second. So here's the good news. The good news is that it's an RBI single and the score is 2-1. But the bad news is he tried to go for second and got thrown out. So there's nobody on base with 2 outs here at the bottom of the second. Matt Termini is up. He's been murder on left-handers. He's had a little bit more trouble against right-handers. For the season, he's hitting .289. And he takes the first pitch high. And he pulls it foul. Count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. And he laces it hard to the first baseman, Edgar Martinez, who fields it himself and retires aside. But not before the Bronx Knights get 1 back. And at the end of 2 innings of play, it's the Yankees 2, the Knights 1. Leading off for the New York Yankees is Ozzie Smith, a defensive specialist who in real life played for the St. Louis Cardinals. He was 0 for 1. And he takes strike 194 on the radar.
0-1.
Grounds it back to the pitcher, Pizarski. Fields it himself for the first down.
Now batting.
Edgar Martinez, Seattle Mariner back in the 90s and early 2000s. He was the torture of the New York Yankees. He was a hell of a hitter. Started out at third base, ended up being the permanent designated hitter. And changeup is in there. 4 strike 1. Cheese pitch. Lucky he didn't get crushed. Edgar Martinez is a borderline Hall of Famer. The fact that he played designated hitter probably kills his chances. Strike 2. Very quickly, there's an 0-2 count. Looks like him too. Good representation of his face here in the game. Count is 0-2. And he jams him. O'Rourke races in but does not get there. It's a base hit for Edgar Martinez. And with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd, he's on first base with a single.
Number 44.
Batting stance is accurate. That's what Edgar Martinez looked like. Eric Davis. And Eric Davis played for the Cincinnati Reds at the League Championship in the 90s. I think it was 1990 against the Oakland Athletics. He held the bat exactly like that. That is stance, that is. Fly, lazy fly ball to center field. O'Rourke settles in, makes the catch for the second out. No advance on the base paths.
Now batter. Third base.
Wade Boggs.
Wade.
Played for the Red Sox, then the Yankees. He has an RBI ground out in this game.
Yeah.
Takes it, but it's still in there for a strike. Count is only one. Then he pulls it into the seats foul. Count is quickly no balls, 2 strikes. Anyway, thank you for joining me. This is Bronx Knights Baseball.
Off the plate.
Just
ball
off
one.
the plate inside. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Please subscribe. If you like Dungeons and Dragons, we also play a live game on Monday nights, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And it is out there into center field, a base hit for Wade Boggs. He's 1 for 2, and there are runners at first and second, 2 outs here in the third.
The designated hitter.
Classic Wade Boggs, single up the second.
Game man.
Diving attempt by Ramos. So, Josh Kingman flew out in the second. He's 0 for 1. He has a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. And he fouls off the pitch for strike. Feeling that Josh Kingman is either a rookie or a fictional player. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
And at the count, 0 and 2.
I'm not sure. I don't think Josh Kingman is a real person. I think he's a computer created person. And he jams him, pops him up, and in foul territory, Termini makes the catch for the final out of the inning. So they strand 2, but after 2.5 innings of play, the Yankees lead by 1. Leading off for the Bronx Knights is Matthew Saps, who has been a road warrior. He's hitting over 400 on the road. Not so well at all. But his overall, his average is 216 with 6 homers and 22 runs batted in. He is today's designated hitter. He occasionally plays shortstop, swaps on and off with Jacob Salazar, and he takes the first pitch low.
That's ball 2.
Ball 2 low. 2
balls, no strike.
I also play Dungeons and Dragons with Matt Saps. Ball 3, 3 balls, no strikes. Will he have the green light? No, he will not, because I do not swing. When it's 3-0, I put the controller down and I let it happen. A high strike, but a strike nonetheless. Hitters count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Let's see what happens. And he pulls it foul. Count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And he jams him. Lazy fly ball to Castellanos in left, who makes the catch for the first out. Upcoming schedule for the Bronx Knights, like I said before, it's a 4-game set against the Yankees. Then they'll have an off day. And then they go to Safeco Field. I think it's called Safeco Field, to play the Seattle Mariners, who are basically fighting for first place in the American League West with the Knights. So that should be fun. Anthony Millo, the catcher, is batting .214 with 1 homer and 16 runs batted in. He is the number 9 hitter. I happen to know Anthony Millo in real life. He's an excellent musician. If you're listening to this, Anthony. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup. Count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. He's a great guitarist. Also likes to play Dungeons and Dragons. He checks the swing. The pitch is low. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike. And he flares it to the outfield, but Tony Gwynn races over to his right and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. And the lineup turns over. Manuel Margot, who singled in the first, is 1 for 1. Steps up for his second plate appearance against Pablo Lopez. Pitches inside for ball 1. I have no idea. Manuel Margot, I think, is a real baseball player in today's game. I honestly don't know who he is.
Ball.
Pitch is low, ball 2. What kind of baseball fan are you? You don't know who Manuel Margot is? You don't even pronounce his name right. Yeah, I don't know who he is. Here comes the pitch.
Inside
Ball 3. Don Mattingly, the hitman from the Yankees of the 80s, is on deck. He checks his swing, or did he? Yes, he did. It's ball 4, so with 2 outs, Lopez walks the leadoff man, Margot. We have a runner at first.
Number 23. John.
23, Don Mattingly. He's 0 for 1 today. Steps in. This looks a lot like Don Mattingly. As far as his batting stance is concerned, he changed his batting stance right down the middle of strike 1. He changed his batting stance literally every 3 days in their life, so I mean, he couldn't do an accurate Don Mattingly batting stance. And he, out in front, pulls it foul. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on hit. And he catches him on the outside corner. He knows it, and the side is retired. So, after 3 innings of play, the New York Yankees are leading 2-1. So, leadoff hitter for the Yankees is Yadier Molina. He has a single and a run scored. He's 1 for 1 today.
Yadier Molina.
Zarski deals. Speaking of Dungeons and Dragons, we play D&D on Monday nights here on this channel, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and the pitcher, Bizarski, is one of my players. I won't tell you which one, but he's one of my players. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. Pulls it foul. Count remains 0-2. And it's a flare over into the left. Oh, almost a running catch in foul territory from that Termini, but he cannot get there, and the at-bat continues. And it's a flare out to short right field. It drops in for a base hit and bounces over Benny LoCicero's head and into the seats for a ground rule double. His 6th double of the season. My goodness. Instead of holding him to a single, bounces right over his head and into the seats. Oh, he looks a little silly there. Well, anyway, we have a runner in scoring position with nobody out here in the top of the 4th for Nicholas Castellanos, who walked in the second. And he hits the first pitch foul for strike 1. Nicholas Castellanos, I believe, plays today for the Detroit Tigers, I think. Not sure. Grounds it to the shortstop, Salazar, fields and fires, got him. And he held the runner, Yadier Molina, to second. Did not allow him to advance to third, so that was nice. So there's 1 out here in the 4th. And Travis Blankenhorn has an RBI single. For the season, he has only 5 at-bats. He's 3 for 5. So he's been on the bench for most of the year. And he pulls it, he slices it foul. I'm sure that batting average with runners in scoring position 333. It's probably 1 for 3. Strike 2. Quickly the count is no balls. 2 strikes. Spike the balls. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. It's 2 outs. Bizarski's 2nd strikeout of the game.
The right fielder, number 19, Tony Gwynn.
Couldn't reach it with an oar. Okay. Lineup turns over. Tony Gwynn struck out. He grounded out. He's 0 for 2. And he takes strike 1. 94 on the radar gun. And he grounds it softly to Ramos in second. Throws to Mattingly to retire the side. So they leave one on base. But at the 3.5 innings of play, it's the Yankees 2, the Knights 1. Leading off for the Knights is Chris Ramos. He grounded out in the first. He's 0 for 1.
The second baseman.
Chris Ramos, the year of this franchise is 2024. I'm playing right now in the winter of 2020. And he takes strike one. So it's the winter of 2020, but you know, you simulate previous seasons and whatnot. So by 2024, he checks the swing. It's down and in, count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. By 2024, he's already been the rookie of the year. Outside, ball 2. He's been the rookie of the year. He's been a home run champion. And he's won a Silver Slugger award for second base. And he fouls off the curveball. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. He has won 1 championship as a Bronx Knight. And it's a line drive up the middle, base hit for Ramos. He's 1 for 2, and they have the leadoff man on here in the 4th inning. Hits leaders entering play in the American League. As you can see, Ramos is not on the list, so I don't know why they put that graphic up. But anyway, Michael O'Rourke, the center fielder, steps up to plate. He is 1 for 1 in the ball game. See if we can get a second here. And it's a line drive, but right at Tony Gwynn, who makes the catch for the first out. Hit it hard, but hit it right at the field.
The batter, number 3. Shortstop.
Jacob Salazar struck out in the second. He's 0 for 1.
Salazar.
Steps up. And he hits a line drive, base hit to left field. Salazar has a single, and there are runners on first and second, and 1 out for 4. Here's the replay.
Now batter, number 38.
Just takes it the other way. Nice piece of hitting by Salazar. So Benny LoCicero is up. He had an RBI single in the first. And he pulls it down the line. It's a base hit. The runner makes the turn. It is an RBI double for Benny LoCicero, and the game is tied. That's his 10th double of the season, his 49th RBI of the season, which is his team lead. And the pitching coach is out there to talk to Lopez. So, Matt Termini, the third baseman, is up. He has 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 out in the 4th. And it could be a sacrifice fly. Strong throw to the plate, not in time. The Bronx Knights take a 3-2 lead on the sacrifice fly by Matt Termini. There are 2 outs.
Now batter, number 30.
Matt Saps, who flew out in the 3rd inning, he's 0 for 1, steps up to the plate. Runner at second is LoCicero.
Nope. Ball
And he
1.
checks the swing. It's high for ball 1. So here we are in the 4th inning. Bronx Knights have a 3-2 lead. And the pitch is inside for ball 2.
Ball 2.
And he pulls it down the line. It's a base hit. The runner makes the turn at 3rd and will score as it's an RBI double for Matthew Saps. And the Bronx Knights lead by 2. That's Saps' 6th RBI, 6th double of the season. Here's the replay. Pulls it down the left field line. LoCicero makes the turn at 3rd and goes home easily. So, Anthony Millo, the catcher, is up. The runner in scoring position. And he checks his swing, but it's in there for strike 1. He flied out in the 3rd. He's 0 for 1. Inside, ball 1, count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. It's been a tough inning for Lopez. He's given up 3 runs this inning. And he skies it lazily to center field, and he races in. Eric Davis makes the catch to retire the side. But like I said before, not before the Bronx Knights score 3. And at the end of 4 innings of play, the Knights lead the Yankees 4-2. Yeah. Top of the fifth. Ozzie Smith,
Leading off the
defensive guru for the St. Louis
shortstop.
Cardinals during the 70s and 80s. He's grounded out twice. He steps up to the plate. And it's a line drive, but right at Salazar at short. Makes the catch for the first out. One pitch.
Now batting, the first baseman, Edgar.
Edgar Martinez singled in the third inning. He's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. And he fouls off the two-seamer for strike one. Swing and a miss at the slider.
No ball,
Strike two.
strike.
Grounds it up the middle. Salazar fields, throws across,
He's out.
and there are 2 outs. Nice play by Salazar, racing to his left.
Now batting, number 44.
So there are 2 outs here in the fifth. And Eric Davis, who has a triple in this game, run scored is 1 for 2, steps up to the plate. Swing and a miss at the
Ball
slider
one.
for strike one. In real life, Eric Davis was the kind of player who played a great outfield, defensive player. He had a lot of power, but he did strike out a lot. And it wasn't a game where 80s and 90s,
Ball.
low, count as even, 1 ball, 1 strike. In the 80s and 90s, unlike baseball of today where everybody strikes out, you were actually a liability if you struck out. They expected you, fouls it back, the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. They expected you to make contact. It wasn't about just strike out like it is in today's baseball. Oh, he hits it high and deep. It is gone. And the Bronx Knights now have a 1-run lead because of the solo home run by Eric Davis, his 15th of the season. It's a 4-3 ball game. Woo! He just crushes it. Just wanted to make sure it was going to go fair and not go foul. Bang. The upper deck. Could be an upper deck shot. That's it. Oh, yeah. Upper deck shot. Whew. So, Wade Boggs steps up. It's a 1-run ball game. He has an RBI single in today's game.
Wade Boggs.
And the slider is outside for ball 1. He's hitting .345 on the season. That is a Boggsian type batting average for real life. And he grounds it up the middle and through for a base hit. His second of the ball game. I thought Ramos might have a chance at it, but he didn't dive, so.
Now that
It's leaders for the Yankees, Wade Boggs and Tony Gwynn. The idea of having those 2 guys playing on the same team, they're basically the same player. So, 2 outs here in the fifth. Kingman is 0 for 2. He flew out, he popped out. And he takes strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Change up floats in there for strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 inside is retired. But not before they get one back. On this, the mammoth solo home run by Eric Davis. And 4.5 complete. It's the Knights 4, the Yankees 3. Leading off for the Yankees, Manuel Margot, who singled in the first inning, steps up.
Maxwell.
And he fouls it back for strike 1. Lazy fly ball to Eric Davis in center. Makes the catch for the first out. Next up, Donnie Baseball is 0 for 2 today.
Mattingly.
And it's just, oh wait, he's playing in deep. Will it drop in? No, it will not. Running play by the shortstop, Ozzie Smith. And there are 2 outs, 2 quick outs here in the bottom
The
of the
bat.
5th.
The second baseman.
Chris Ramos, he singled, he scored a run, he's 1 for 2. He steps up to the plate. He's a switch hitter batting from the left side. Outside corner, strike 1.
0-1.
So he has 16 home runs to lead the Bronx Knights. But that's not enough to lead the American League.
That's a ball.
He checked the swing, pitch is low, count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Hands guy. Jams him. In on his hands, count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. He hits it high and deep, but playable. Win is there, he makes the catch, and the side is retired. So after 5 innings of baseball, Bronx Knights have a 4-3 lead. Leading off for the Yankees, Yadier Molina. He's singled, he's doubled, he scored a run, he's 2 for 2. Here we are in the top of the 6th. And Pizarski is still in there and throws a strike. Fouls off the second pitch. And there's strike 2. And he pulls it high and deep, but not playable. Slide off into, slice into the stands. Count remains 0-2. And he grounds it hard, but right at Salazar. Fields fires. Got it. 1 out.
Now batter. Left field.
Nicholas Castellanos, who walked in the second, is 0 for 1. Steps up. His third plate appearance. And it's a low strike, but a strike nonetheless. Count is 0-1. Sliders in there for strike 2. Pizarski's been economical. He is the pitcher of record. He is, if he were to lead right now, he would be the winning pitcher if it stayed like this. Another ground ball to Salazar. Fields throws across the diamond for the second out. A busy inning for Jacob Salazar at short.
Now batting. The second baseman.
The number 9 hitter steps up. Travis Blankenhorn. It's an RBI single. He is 1 for 2. 3 for 6 for the season. Only 6 at-bats in this season. Takes strike 1.
Oh, that's out.
Sliders just off the plate outside. Count evens at 1. Laces it the other way for a base hit, his second hit of the game. Blankenhorn has 2 hits. He is on first here in the 6th inning with 2 outs.
The right field.
Nice piece of hitting. He just kind of went with it the other way and said, give me that single. So, the lineup turns over. It's Tony Gwynn. He's 0 for 3 with a ground out in the 4th. Lefty versus lefty. And he pulls it foul for strike 1. I have a feeling this may be Pizarski's last inning, no matter what happens. I'm going to bring in somebody from 7th. Wow, low strike. My goodness. It's 0-2. I'm not complaining, but that pitch was low. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, side retired. So, 5.5. Bronx Knights lead by 1.
Your attention, please.
Pitching change for the New York Yankees. Zach Littell has
Number 52.
pitched in 18 games this
Zach
season. His record is 0-5 with a 7.94 earned run average. Michael Rourke has a single and a run score. He's 1 for 2.
For the Bronx.
Now, before we go any further, I'm going to go to the manager's office. We go to the bullpen.
The center fielder.
Switch hitter, righty, righty. So I'm going to have a righty go up there. Let's see. Jonathan Holder will warm up. Jonathan Holder will pitch the 7th. pulls it high and deep, but foul for strike. He's in the top 10 in batting average in the American League. He swings out in front and over the top of the changeup, and the count quickly falls to no balls and 2 strikes. Down low, ball
1 and 2. Whoa, that's down.
Count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he laces it the other way, foul. Count remains 2 and 2. Just stays alive, fouls it off. And he hits it the other way. Castellanos took a step back at first, but then easily makes the catch for the first out in the 6th.
The batter, number 3.
Jacob Salazar is 1 for 2 with a single and run score. He steps up to the plate.
Salazar.
Hard ground ball to the second baseman. He fields it for the second out. And there are 2 out here at the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, number 30.
Blankenhorn playing second base. So, Benny LoCicero, he has a double, he has a single, he's got 2 runs batted in, he's 2 for 2. Steps up to the plate with 2 outs here in the 6th. Takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Benny is 13 for his last 34. It's good for 382 batting average. Ball
2
2.
balls, no strike.
When the season started, Benny was at the bottom of the batting order. He just kept driving people in. Fouls it back, counts 2 balls and 1 strike. He's slowly moving his way up the batting order. He leads the team in runs batted in so far. Swing and a miss. And the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he pulls it foul. The count remains 2 and 2. Just fouls off the outside fastball to stay alive. Counts 2 and 2. It's a battle. Grounds a foul. Pitch number 8 of this at bat. Outside, count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Matt Termini, the third baseman, is on deck. And he pulls it foul. This is the 10th pitch of this at bat. And he grounds it weakly to the first baseman who fields it. Martinez takes it himself to retire the side. So after 6 innings of play, Bronx Knights hold a one-run lead, 4-3.
Do you want James Bishop?
Yes, I do.
Your attention, please.
Jonathan Holder makes his 11th appearance of the season. His record is 0-1. He has a 4.09 earned run average in 11 innings pitched. If you could call this a weak link in the bullpen, I would say that this is the weak link. I have the 8th and the 9th set up. Ozzie Smith's 0 for 3. I need to get through this inning. This is the important. And swings at the first pitch and flares it to short center field. Ramos is there. He makes the catch for the first time.
Up next for the Yankees.
Hector Martinez, 1 for 3 with a single in the 3rd.
Martinez.
Steps up against Holder.
Hey!
Checks his swing, but the slider's in there on the corner for strike 1.
Ball 1.
Cut fastball is high.
1
Count
ball,
even.
1 strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
Nope.
Inside,
Ball
just
2.
off the plate, counts 2 balls and 1 strike. And he pops Martinez up. Again, Ramos is there, makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, number 44.
Replay. It's right there. Dangerous hitter, Eric Davis. He's 2 for 3. He has a homer or a triple. He has a lot of power. It's only a 1-run game, so he can tie this ball game. Ball 1. In fact, I'm not even going to mess around. Manager, bullpen. We'll start warming up Dylan Betances, because Dylan Betances is the guy who goes to 8th anyway. If shit gets out of control. He fouls off the slider. Count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey!
Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and the side is retired. So Holder does his job, gets him 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And at the
please join
7th
with the
inning stretch
traditional
time.
double
Get up
dip
and
stretch.
stretch, ladies and gentlemen. The Bronx Knights lead the New York Yankees 4 to 3. Take me out to the ball game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Trevor Gott
Now
pitching
for the
in his
game.
19th appearance
Number
out of the
58.
bullpen. He's 0-1
Trevor
with a 10.42 earned run average. Terrible ERA for Trevor Gott. Leading off is Matt Termini. Hold on, manager's office.
Leading off for the night.
Dylan Betances
The third baseman,
scheduled to put him in the
number
game, so
70.
he's coming in.
89.
So Matt Termini steps up. He's 0 for 1. Takes ball 1.
1-0.
You think he's 0 for 1 because he probably has like a walk. So there's a lefty in the Yankees bullpen, Jose Castillo, warming up. And that's
Yep, that ball went out.
2. Comes in, throws 2 balls. And he skies it to center. It is an out for Eric Davis. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Thought it might drop in,
Now
but
batting.
too much speed out there.
Number 31.
Matt Saps, who has an RBI double today, he's 1 for 2. Steps up to the plate against Scott. Here with 1 out in the 7th. And he skies it the other way, but it is on the warning track, playable for the 2nd out. Tony Gwynn makes it there.
Now
Thought it
batting.
might have a chance
Number
to go
43.
but it does not. Anthony Mello is 0 for 2, 2 flyouts. Steps up to the plate, over 2 outs at the bottom of the 7th. Inside, ball 1. And he drives it deep, but I have a feeling that Castellanos is going to get there, and he does at the edge of the warning track to retire the side. So it's a quick 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the 7th. We go to the 8th. Still a 1-run game. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes, I do.
Your attention please.
So, pitching the 8th
Now,
is Dylan Betances. This will be his 18th appearance. His record is 0-2. He does have 3 saves and a 1.96 earned run average. He has 26 strikeouts and 18 innings of work. He gets to face Wade Boggs, who's 2 for 3.
The third baseman, Wade Boggs.
Swing and a miss at the fastball. 0-1 on the radar. Full strike. A ground ball base hit through the middle. And the leadoff man is on. That is the tying run at first. Nobody out here in the bottom top of the 8th. So let's see. I'm going to have my closer come in.
The designated hitter.
The question is, do
Kingman.
I go to him for more than 3 outs?
Your attention please.
Jimmy Kerrigan,
running at
pinch
first
runner
for
for
the
Wade
Yankees.
Boggs.
Number
Want to
21.
get a little more speed on the base paths for that tying run. Okay, manager,
Kerrigan.
John Smoltz. Warm up. John Smoltz is my closer. So, Josh Kingman struck out in the 5th. He's 0 for 3. Will he be bunted? I don't think so.
Ball, action time.
That is not a sellout crowd for Old Yankee Stadium. It'd have to be 50,000 plus for that to be the case. And he skies the breaking ball into short left field. Margot is there, makes the catch. for the first out. So there is one out. Bottom of the eighth. Top of the eighth. Yadier Molina has a single, a double, and one scores 2-3. Steps up against Matanzas. Checks his swing, 99 on radar gun. That is strike one. Strike two. Backs him off the plate. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. Old Yankee Stadium is gorgeous. I actually went to Old Yankee Stadium many times before the tour. Strike three looking, an outside corner, and there are 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Molina doesn't like it.
Now back. The left fielder.
You cannot let that pitch. You have to protect the plate. You got to foul it off. So, Nicholas Castellanos steps in. He's officially over 2. He has a walk in the second. And it's steal. He is out. Caught stealing. Nice throw by Anthony Mello. The side is retired. Castellanos will have to get his at-bat in the next, let's see. Oh my goodness, it's close, but the umpire says he's out.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So,
Brandon
is the pitcher for the Yankees. This is his 24th appearance. He's 1-1, the 3.38 earned run average. They want to keep it right here in a 1-run ball.
Now playing third base.
Taking over for Wade Boggs at third is DJ LeMahieu. And leading off is Manuel Margot at a single in the first. He's 1-2. Really quickly. Oh, I can't do that yet. No problem.
Manuel Margot.
Out in front of the slider for strike one. Really quickly, I'm going to go to the manager. Bullpen. John Smoltz is my closer. He's scheduled to put him in the game. I mean, if I score 5 runs this inning, maybe he won't come in. And he fouls off the high fastball. Count is no ball for 2 strikes. Not showing pitch discipline.
One ball.
He checks it. Ball 1. Counts 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, 1 out. Right over the top of the changeup. Change of speed, that is.
Now batting, first baseman, John.
So Donnie Baseball
Mattingly
steps up to the plate. He is 0 for 3 today. And the fastball finds the outside corner.
0-1 for the count.
It's a good time to extend that hitting streak. Line drive right at the third baseman, DJ LeMahieu, for the second out here in the bottom of the eighth. Line drive, but right at the field. Nice catch. Chris Ramos has a single today. The run scored, he's 1 for 3. Steps up, batting from the left side. Takes pitch high, left side against the righty, Brandon. Anyway, the Yankees bullpen is busy in the event they need relief help. He fouls off the 2-seamer. The count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Pulls it high and deep, but foul. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Oh, that's just out.
Count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls it off to stay alive. Count remains 2-2. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. comes the payoff pitch. Pulls it foul. Count will remain full. It is high. It is deep. It is just foul. Fouls it off to stay alive. This is the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Hard ground ball to Ozzie Smith. Backhands, throws across the diamond. Retires the side. So that's it. Last licks for the New York Yankees. They have 3 outs. 1 to tie, 2 to win. Can they do it? Look at that handsome guy. What does he look like? Anyway. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes, I do.
Your attention,
Coming
please.
in relief to close it out is John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He's pitched in 12 games. His record is 1-0. He has 6 saves and a 2.13 earned run average. Leading off is Nicholas Castellanos, who walked in second. He's 0 for 2.
The left fielder, number 49.
He is the tying run.
Nick Castellanos.
And it's nubbed at the plate. He jumps out of the crouch. Milo throws to first, and there is 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 9th inning.
The batter, the second baseman, Travis Blankenhorn.
Travis Blankenhorn, who's 2 for 3 with an RBI, 4 for 7 in the season. He steps up to the plate against Hall of Famer John Smoltz. And he hits him. He hits him. And the tying run is at first base.
The right fielder, number 19.
Oh no, oh no.
Win.
Not good. Not good. Leading off yet again for his 5th at-bat, Tony Gwynn, who's 0 for 4. Strike 1, 98 on the regular. He grounds it up the middle. Oh, he stops it. And everybody's safe. Everybody's safe. The tying run is at second base with 1 out here in the top of the 9th. The go-ahead run is at first base here against John Smoltz. Ozzie Smith, who's 0 for 4, steps up to the plate. You can feel the tension in the stands. Strike 1. And he pulls it into the seats foul. Very quickly, there are 2 strikes on Ozzie Smith. And he singles to center. And we have a tie ball game. The game is tied. Ozzie Smith has an RBI single to tie the game. And the go-ahead run is just 90 feet away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Edgar.
Hold on a second. Manager, mound visit. Gotta go out there, gotta talk to him. Gotta say, hey, listen, relax, take it easy. You know this guy, you can strike or not. What we need is a strikeout or a double play. We're going into extra innings unless we can win at the bottom of the 9th. Chewing on ice. Let's do this. Let's win this game. He hits it high and deep. Is it playable? It is the 2nd out of the inning. They tag and take the lead. The New York Yankees are winning 5-4 here at 2 outs in the 9th. It was almost a 3-run homer.
Now batting.
Also, Benny LoCicero almost misplayed that there in right field, but luckily he made the catch. So Eric Davis is 2 for 4 with a homer and a triple today. Steps up, he's got a runner at first with 2 outs. It's a blown save, line drive, foul for strike 1. It's a blown save for John Smoltz. I believe that is his 2nd blown save of the season. Slider is in there for strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, side retired. But now, last licks for the Bronx Knights. They're now losing by 1. New York Yankees lead 5-4. Let's do this. We got to tie this game. 1 to win, 1 to tie, 2 to win.
Your attention, please.
Jordan Hicks comes in to close the game for the New York Yankees. He's pitched in 11 games. He has had 10 save opportunities. He has closed the door on all 10 of them. Leading off is Michael O'Rourke. He has a single today. His run score, he's 1 for 3. He settles in there. Let's see. First pitch is outside for ball 1. The sinker is 99 miles an hour. Wow. That is a fast sinker. And he grounds it up the middle. Base hit, his second hit of the season. Second hit of the season. Second hit of the ball game. And the Bronx Knights have the leadoff man on. That is the tying run.
Number 3. Good job.
First pitch drives it through the box. Back up the middle for a single. Never run at first. Okay, no, I am not substituting because he stole a base today. You know? Jacob Salazar is 1 for 3. He steps up. And he takes a ball high. So, with nobody out here in the ninth, the Bronx Knights have a runner at first. They are losing 5-4 here in the bottom of the ninth. And the sinker is fouled off. The count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch out, nothing doing. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch is low. Count is 3 balls, 1 strike. Hitters count. Benny LoCicero is on deck. It's a line drive, base hit the other way. And they have runners at first and second here in the bottom of the ninth with nobody out. The tying run at second, the go-ahead run, the winning run at first. Let's see the replay. No replay, fine, fair enough. Benny LoCicero is 2 for 3. And he grounds it to the first baseman who fields and throws to second for 1, back to first. Double play! Oh my goodness, the worst possible thing that could have happened. A 3-6-3 double play. Or 3-6-1 perhaps. Let's see the replay. Goes after the first pitch, fielded nicely by Edgar Martinez, who tosses it to Ozzie, back to first. Oh, he was safe. He was safe. Well, anyway, there are 2 outs here in the ninth. Matt Termini is he is the final out. They are the last out of the game. Oh, it went back to the screen. He's running to the plate. It is tie ball game on the wild pitch, and it's a blown save for Jordan Hicks, and the game is tied with 2 outs here in the ninth. Oh yeah, new life. The ball game is tied at 5. So, Termini is now up with 2 outs in the ninth, and the base is empty. And he grounds weakly to the shortstop. Ozzie Smith throws, and the side is retired, but not before a wild pitch makes this game go into over extra innings. So at the end of 9, the score is tied at 5. So, I am going to have this guy pitch 1 more inning. Manager, all right, let's go Biddle. And Biddle will warm up. I don't have any more righties. I got to go on in. Don't have that many options in the bullpen. TJ LeMahieu gets his first at bat. And he hits it over to Mattingly, who races it down in foul territory. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here we are in the top of the 10th.
Now back.
Josh Kingman flew out in the 8th. It was 0 for 4 today. And he fouls it back to the screen. Strike 1. Breaking ball is in there for strike 2. Just gets a piece of the slider to stay alive. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Swings and fouls it off. Count remains 0-2. Just gets a piece to stay alive. He fouls off the split finger fastball.
Ball 1.
Just high, ball 1.
One ball,
1
2
ball,
strikes.
2
Yeah.
strikes. Just gets a piece of that slider. Stay alive. John Smoltz is up to 19 pitches. It's going to start to become a concern for the manager. Curveball fouls it back. Outside, the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kingman is battling with 1 out here in the top of the 10th. Just gets a piece of the changeup. Count stays 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs.
Now batting, catcher, Yadier Molina.
That was a battle. Yadier Molina steps up. He's 2 for 4, a single and a double. There are 2 outs here in the 10th. And strike 1. Check the swing, it's outside. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss at the high fastball. 99 on the radar gun. And the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. John Smoltz was a starter. He was a closer for the Atlanta Braves. He was one hell of a pitcher. Fouled off the split finger fastball. Best pitching performance I ever saw was when he actually lost the World Series game against the Yankees in 1996. He pitched grounds up the middle, backhand by Ramos, throws to first, Mattingly catches it to retire the side. So, we go to the bottom of the 10th. The score is tied at 5. Matthew Saps steps up to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI double.
The designated
Jordan
hitter,
Hicks is still in there.
number 31.
And he pulls it high and deep, but foul. Wishes he could have that one. 0-1 count. Checks his swing with the slider, hits the bottom of the zone. Count is quickly no balls, 2 strikes. He hits it high and deep. Oh, it's going foul. Could have been a walk-off. Just a long strike. Inside, ball 1. That sinker was just nasty. 98 sinker. Sliders outside. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss at the slider. Strike for out number 1. Yeah, nice piece of pitching. That was nasty.
Now batting, number 43.
So Anthony Millo steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. He has not hit well this season. Pitches inside for ball 1. He's hitting only .209 on the season. He is the starting catcher. Way out in front of the slider. Count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. Sinker's outside. Counts 2-1. Just need a base runner, Anthony. Just need a base runner. Let's do this. Slider is high. Count is 3 balls, 1 strike. top of the lineup, comes up next. 1 out. And it's low. He works him for a walk. And they have the winning run at first base here in the bottom of the 10th.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And they change the pitcher. Jose Castillo is making his 11th appearance out of the bullpen. His record is 1-0 with a 2.45. And leading off is Manuel Margot. He's a 1-for-3 with a single. Lefty versus righty. And he goes after the high fastball and fouls it off for strike one.
One and one.
Count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. That's just one fastball. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Miller leads off first. Checks his swing, or did he?
Did he go?
Yes, he did. Count evens at 2-2. Hold on a second. Anthony Miller does not have a lot of speed at first base. I'm going to see what my options are. Substitutions. What kind of speed do I have over here? I'm going to go down to Milo. Just going to look to see. 14, 45, 63. These guys are not, wait, Max. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh. Yeah. Max is going to, just want to make sure I do this correctly. Manager, substitutions, Anthony Milo. I can always have Roberto Perez come in if the game continues. Max Lukelich has a 99 speed. Yes. Steal that base, Max. Steal that base. He's a starter. He normally plays in left field. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. And big.
No, he's safe.
Smart decision. Keep trying to keep it close. I think he has 9 stolen bases so far in the season. And he pulls the slider foul. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, it's a ground ball. And it's the equivalent, honestly. He tried to steal. Almost caught him in the double play. Bounced off of the chest of Edgar Martinez. But then, of course, he recovered to step on first for the out. So it's the equivalent of a bunt. There are 2 outs here in the 10th. Don Mattingly, the hitman, is 0 for 4. A single wins the game. Lefty versus lefty. And it may drop in, ladies and gentlemen. It drops in. And it's an RBI single to win the game. Don Mattingly has won the game here in extra innings. A walk-off RBI single. Bloop single by Don Mattingly. And the Bronx Knights win the first game of a 4-game set. 6-5 here in 10 innings of play. Woo! Yes. I knew it was gonna drop in. I could just tell. First pitch swing and swinging jump, but it dropped in. Woo! So, Bronx Knights win the first game in walk-off fashion. Let's call it well, the player of the game. You could argue, yes, that makes sense. Benny LoCicero should be the player of the game. I think he had like 3 hits or 3 RBIs or something. He's leading the team in runs batted in. Let's see what his stats were. Well, he's 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. So good game for Benny LoCicero. And the Fields crew is taking care of the field. Let's finish this off properly. So in 10 innings, Bronx Knights 6 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. New York Yankees 5 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors. The winning pitcher is John Smoltz, who blew the save and gets the win. The losing pitcher who blew the save gets the loss is Jordan Hicks. And of course, as you know, the player of the game is Benny LoCicero. This has been Bronx Knights Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. If you like Dungeons & Dragons, come watch us play. It is a live D&D game on Zoom, streamed to YouTube every Monday night from 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And when I'm not playing D&D, I like video games, and I also like baseball. What are you going to do? Anyway, have a great night, and I hope to see you again soon.